It has been a long time. Anyway.
Yeah, 3 months. We just checked.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you're trying to be dramatic. I gotta say,
Very dramatic. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a whole 3 months.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Games with Evan. I'm joined by Evan.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. So today we are going to be starting Even If Tempest, which is a game that I just recently finished. Evan, do you want to voice act or do you want to hear the voice acting?
Huh, that is a good question.
Do you have a preference?
Is it voice acting in Japanese?
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck it. Let's hear the voice acting from the game. Like, we haven't done that yet.
All
See
right.
if we like it.
Yeah. Okay then, we're gonna be jumping into this. I'll voice the main character because...
Oh, there isn't?
Yeah, no. I completely missed that title card. Well, that wasn't even... What do you desire
great
most?
Start.
What do you desire most?
What do you desire most? Obviously, we need
first
to
question.
like flip-flop.
Oh, of course. That
was the first question she ever asked me.
Seriously, okay, do you want to voice the main character?
Well, that was the first question you ever asked me.
Okay, no, we're not having you voice.
No, what? No, man. Okay, yeah, you do it.
That was the first question she ever asked me. Father brings her home not long after Mother passed away. She's as beautiful as a gem, as elegant as any rose. Even 8 years on, I remember how overwhelmed I felt. He introduces her to me as my new mother, and despite my young age, I introduce myself with proper grace. But she does not respond or say hello in return. Instead, she raises that one single question.
Bitches.
What do you desire most?
Bitches.
What do I desire? I'm actually gonna turn up the voices.
Okay.
Master volume. Do they not give me... No, it is... They are genuinely all at max. Okay. I want to be a wonderful lady. That is what my mother, may she rest in peace, always told me. I feel like we should voice act this. It's kind of hard to understand. I think it might be better just because otherwise it's going to be kind of quiet.
Okay.
Do I actually have to go in and mute every single one of these people?
Individually?
Yeah, I think I do.
Isn't there... Wait, there's just wide toggle mute. You did for all already.
No.
The first one was all.
Leave me alone.
Oh.
Leave me alone. Okay.
Holy, you've played this game.
I never turned off the voices. What an insolent wish. How could someone who brings naught but suffering ever become a wonderful lady? The world will shun you in its hatred of your very existence. Do you understand why? You.
Damn, just has haters.
It's so hot. I can't breathe. It's happening again. I'm going to die again.
Womp womp.
Shut the fuck up. No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Was that a dream?
No.
My ragged breathing fuck me. I just hit a button.
Yeah, I noticed.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, my ragged breathing slowly calms itself as I'm bathed in the clear morning light. I have my clothes on, and my body's none the worse for wear. This is my room, and my name is... Okay. Time to fucking change it again.
What are we calling ourselves this time?
We're just gonna do what we always do. Does this actually...
Sure. Evan Linzel.
Yeah, why not? Correct.
Not the worst combination.
Visions! Anyway.
Yeah, I could have added the visions. Could have added that.
Have our first name be Pigeons. Okay. My name is Evan Denzel.
It's French, I believe. Oh, pigeons. I think it's French.
I wouldn't be surprised. This morning is not unlike any other, marred only by that nightmare. Oh, Evan! I brought your food. Oh my, what happened here? You're pale as a sheet. Your nightclothes are damp with sweat too.
I'm going to bite my finger off. Oh, no.
Was it a nightmare? You poor thing.
Poor thing.
Oh, what the fuck is happening?
Uh-oh.
Was it a nightmare? You
Was it a
poor
nightmare?
thing. But of
no.
course you're suffering. When did you last feel the sun directly on your skin? How many years has it been since Mother locked you away to your room? It would do us all good if she would just forgive you. How cruel, keeping you cooped up in an attic like this. As dusty
Don't you
as ever,
love when I
see.
remind you that you're locked away in an attic?
I know, right? Are the maids truly coming up here to clean? And look at these floorboards. They've only gotten more splintered with time. You'd be gravely injured were you to fall on the floor here.
I think that's a fucking point.
Truly. The least father could do is come to your aid. Though you share not a drop with Mother, his blood is still yours. Yes, dear sister? I need you to be a mite more eloquent if you want me to understand what you're saying.
The fuck says might?
Oh my, you can't even speak properly, you poor thing. And to think that other women your age have already made their societal debut and are courting men for marriage. At this rate, I might end up finding myself a wonderful husband before you.
Why do we suddenly know her name?
I have no idea. Oh goodness, I nearly forgot. I have your breakfast here. You barely eat a proper meal if I didn't bring it to you. What was the name of that maid of yours again? Maya, was it? She shares with you the food they eat in the servants' quarters, yes? That's reprehensible. You're the eldest daughter of the Linzel family, and yet you eat servant scraps. If I were the lady of this house, I'd most certainly use my discretion to dismiss her. In any case, I shall be handling your food from now on. This is Orla, my stepsister, born and raised in the light of the sun. She's loved by all. Her adorable countenance and cheerful voice light every room, bringing smiles to all she meets. In stark contrast, I'm an utter failure as her older sister. My hair is tousled mess, and my skin dry and ashen. Our parents shun me. Things are especially bad when I try to speak. With chances to talk to others all but robbed of me, my throat has turned to rust. I can't even thank Orla for bringing me food. The food is still steaming. How long has it been? I didn't realize how happy a warm meal could make a person. What's up?
Who's the one viewer? Is that you?
The one viewer? Oh,
Yeah.
I actually don't know. Oh. No, it's
Are you
not.
able to see or no?
No, it doesn't let me see. So unless they decide to type, I will not know.
Hello.
Come in. Why do they remain outside? Give me a moment, I'll go check. Well, speak of the devil. What, have you come to serve my sister frogs yet again? It is time to
Yo,
prepare.
Kirkland, Costco. Woo.
It is time to prepare for your trip, Lady Orla. Oh, then I must hurry. I've promised to accompany Father at a boutique today. I shall be leaving, dear sister. Maya, don't you dare do anything to her. I'll never forgive it, even if it were on Mother's orders. I shall be taking my leave as well.
Why the music go away? I was vibing.
'Cause you get to hear the plates clinking against each other.
Oh man.
She took away the food Orla brought me.
Oh man.
So, what do you think of the characters so far? At least, what do you think of Orla?
Well, she brought warm food, actually, right?
Yes, she did.
But I didn't like the way that she was fucking rubbing in, oh, Emma, you poor thing, you can't speak. Oh, meanwhile, I'm getting married.
Like, I'll get married before you. Okay.
And I'm basically kind of trying to seem nice, but just fucking rubbing it in.
Okay, so you think it's underhanded.
Yeah.
Okay. Has anyone brought Lady Evan her food? No, I don't believe so. What disrespect! She's the eldest daughter of this household. Will most certainly be punished for not providing her food. I don't mean to step out of line, but is it not the opposite? The new maid we've assigned to her has faced horrible punishment at the Madame's hands. I suppose you're right. Madam. Madame's. I don't know.
It's Madam.
I feel like pronouncing it a different way.
Yeah.
I suppose you're right.
Don't listen to a fucking tomato argument. Goddamn.
Lady Evan is the daughter of the previous mistress of the house. Do you want to pronounce the word?
Well, you say and I'll say.
And the
Madam
seems to hold great antipathy toward her. There are even rumors that the purses of those who will join her in her discipline are as full of coin as their hearts are black. Oh my goodness! Us discipline the eldest daughter of the Marquise? I can hear your laughter. But these rumors seem to have truth to them. There's even a maid that has snuck frogs and bugs into her food.
Ooh.
She's been locked in her room for nearly 8 years now. Her nutrition is lacking and she has no freedom. She may be of noble blood, but if I were in her position, I would be at my wit's end. She doesn't need freedom. She's a gloomy, frazzled girl who can't even talk properly. Letting her out would only bring shame on his household. Maya, where did those plates come from? Lady Orla brought this to her sister's room. Lady Orla did? How incredibly kind of her. What a wonderful young lady. But from the looks of it, the food on this plate hasn't been touched. Did you take it away before she could even eat it?
Yeah, she's going to say that, or I don't know, or either that, just admit it, or just no, she refused to even touch it. She's a savage.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
How awful. You're as strict as the head maid here. Do you hear something from the eldest's room? E-I-O-U. E-O-U.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O-U-L.
Is she practicing her speech? So it seems. She's like a child. Hard to believe she's already 18 years old. You were wrong. She didn't even say anything about it.
God.
I'm given something else in place of what Orla brought. As it's similar to what the servants eat, it's much simpler in comparison, and the chilled food speaks of how much time has passed. I was so excited to finally eat something warm today.
Oh no, eat your arm. You eat the worm, you keep your warm-blooded, right? Warm food.
The stuffed toy that had been sitting on my desk loses its balance and falls to the ground. I gently pick it up.
Show us the toy.
Show
Fuck
us.
you.
I'm gonna take a sip of water. It's a teddy bear that father gave to me when I was still young. It was as big as me at the time, and even now I still need both hands to properly hold it.
God damn, how big is that thing?
Whoa, it's such a big bear! Thank you, Father!
Shut up.
This is
It's the least I could do after leaving you on your own. I've just been so busy. I'm sorry, doing this right after your mother has passed.
It's okay. Mother always said you always worked hard to be a wonderful Viscount.
Yes! Fucking thank you, you said it right!
Viscount.
No. You'll be a wonderful lady, just like your mother. I may be a destitute Viscount, but I'll find a marriage that works. I promise to make you happy. Well, that was a fucking lie.
No kidding.
My darling little daughter.
I return the teddy bear to its place on the desk and pick up a picture book. Instead, I received this as a child. I've read it countless times too, but it's the perfect subject for my recitation.
Recitation. Or recitate. But yeah, recitation, because it's recite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What a crappy room. There's not even a TV in there.
Once upon a time, a scary witch lived in this land. The door opens with a violent crash. On the other side stands my father. Oh. My mouth forms the first syllable of father, and then I recoil from a slap to the cheek.
What the fuck? Why must you pull this nonsense? Just what are you planning? I heard you pestered Orla about being let outside and being set free. Your pathetic excuse for a daughter I can barely even speak. Do you want to bring shame to the Linzel name?
I just remembered. I should put a warning when I upload this to YouTube.
God, what's the warning gonna be?
I abuse.
Enough of that unseemly voice.
Father, please stop this.
Okay, so Orla is, yeah.
She's
I was
sick,
right.
Father. You mustn't raise your hand against someone so pitiable.
So Orla is an asshole.
No, it gets a lot worse.
Oh, Orla, you truly are an angel to come to the aid of someone like her. But I'm only disciplining her. Those who lack understanding must learn from pain.
But...
Evan, you agree with me, don't you?
Oh.
Say something.
Please, Father, leave it at this for today. Mother will be home shortly.
Is it already that time? Come along now, Orla. You'll only smell of mold if you remain here.
Understood.
Goodness. What a blight you are on the Marquisate. I must ensure you stay hidden away.
The picture book had fallen to the floor, and now he steps on it. The page is crunched together, the bright pictures getting dirtier and dirtier. Father changed when he ascended from Viscount to Marquess. Using the incredible wealth the country provided him, he rebuilt our mansion and updated everything from the furnishing to our clothes. He must hate me for having so little value when everything else about his standings has improved. But it is my stepmother's scorn that draws his ire most of all. Father is the head of the Lindsell family, but everyone knows it is her that truly holds power. She's the Scion, there we go. This is what happens when you read so much as a child and don't talk to people. She's the Scion of Norna, the goddess of creation. She's the younger sister of the current king. She's the very reason the Lindsell family has ascended from the rank of Viscount to Marquess. She divorced her previous husband 15 years ago and brought Orla with her to marry into the Lindsell family. I have no way of knowing why she did that, but in her veins flows the blood of the goddess who created our world. Some even say that she is her reincarnation. When faced with such brilliance, the love you have even for your one and only daughter would certainly fade. I understood that all too well only a few days after she arrived.
I'm faced with such brilliance, like those fucking cone shoulder pads.
The worst thing about how I live isn't the hunger or the lack of freedom. It's not even the violence I face in the name of discipline. It's my past, my memories. Those joyful days gone by do nothing but give me pain. I put the book and the teddy bear away in the desk, and then I whisper, "I'm sorry to keep you locked away like this. Just wait until I can give you your freedom. Once I can finally step out into the sun." That day will never come. This shadow sometimes appears before me. It's probably an illusion. Proof I'm falling apart. You suffer because you wish for freedom. You despair because you aim for something more. Accept your fate. This is where you belong. Only here can your existence be forgiven. You say the same things she does. Do you enjoy denying me so thoroughly? I know you better than anyone. Then tell me, why does my stepmother hate me? What did I do to her? Knowing that won't do you any good. It'll only deepen your despair. Fairy tales are full of so many second chances. But I don't have the kind of beauty that would attract a prince, or a voice that could awe the crowd. I could never hope to receive anyone's love. This isn't some princess story.
It's an ode to me.
Truly. Nothing ever changes because you keep hoping for others to change it for you. What? The shadow disappears without saying anything more, though its final words appear to be without deliberation. They're the ones that sit heaviest in my heart. What else can I do but rely on others? I can't do anything on my own.
Well, now if you think like that.
Truly.
I'm gonna take a bathroom break. Hold on.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
And so the day ends.
Woo. And so the day ends, and all of this contempt, scorn, and pity continues for days to come. Until one day a certain individual visits the manor. Woo. We need the best tea, and then... Calm down. Make a single mistake and you'll be dismissed. Sounds busy out there. I wonder what's going on. Pardon me, my lady. Oh, shit. A member of the royal family has just visited and asked for your hand in marriage. You must hurry and get dressed. I've brought you a gown. Marriage, why? I'm not sure. But you will earn your freedom from this marriage. You'll no longer have to be trampled underfoot. Please, do not let such an opportunity pass you by. This may be your last chance. Please, my lady. Maya lowers her head in a deep bow. She's one of the many that tormented me, so why is she so adamant about this? And how can I take something so ridiculous to face value? At face value. What if this was a lie designed to make a fool out of me? They dress me up just to point their fingers and laugh. Maya must have picked up on my reservations as she looked at me with sadness. I understand how unbelievable this all may sound, sudden as it is, but this is no lie. I was saved by your mother, Lady Letitia. Though I endeavored to work as a maid to repay her kindness, she passed away and you ended up in such a starry state. I'm terribly sorry for being so useless. Do not forgive me for returning kindness with enmity. I'll accept any punishment necessary. So, please, this is an incredible chance. I don't sense any lies in her words. Thinking back, Maya almost never did any harm to me directly. It's always Maya that brings me my food. When she isn't here, I simply do not eat. I wonder if the way she wordlessly took away the food Orla brought me has any significance. In any case, she's right. A prince has come for me. If this will give me the fairy tale ending I hoped for, I must take advantage of it. I can finally be free. I knew it! So it was you, Maya. You were the one sneaking around in the shadows and getting in my way. Oh, this is my dress. Lady Orla, I do apologize, but she has no dresses of her own. That does not mean you have permission to take one of mine. You're no different than a common thief. Orla, it's not Maya's fault. She did this for me. Please don't be hard on her. If someone... If someone from the royal family is here, I must look the part. Please let me use one of your dresses. How surprising. You can speak so well now. Even if your voice still grates on the ears. Of course, use how many dresses you need. You are my darling sister, after all. Orla, thank you. Still, you've outdone yourself. To think Prince Conrad would propose a marriage. As the oldest son of the royal line, he's talented with martial arts, sociable, and incredibly gorgeous. He's even in charge of the Gateway Tunnel project, the largest in the country's history. Our country awards accession to the throne to the prince with the most merit, and he's said to be the closest to achieving this goal. Just how did you manage to earn a proposal from him? I didn't do anything. Lady Orla, may I ask that you continue this conversation later? She needs to get dressed. Oh my. I didn't mean to get in your way. Wait, I'll help. Goodness me. You haven't a haircut in so long that your hair is nothing but split ends. Orla digs her fingers into my hair. Lady Orla, what are you doing? I'm helping making my dear sister more beautiful, of course. No. Stop it. She's barely affected by my desperate attempts at resistance. I feel pathetic as I flail around at the mercy of her little arms. Oh, I wanted to do this for so long. Your hair is so terribly beautiful after all. Just like Mother's. And now we're finished. Oh, did I maybe cut it a bit too short? Red hair covers the floor. I don't need a mirror to know how shambly I look. Let's see here, what's next? I can never hope to guess what was going through her mind as she takes the scissors to her own dress, shedding its delicate fabric to tatters. Evan, that's your line.
Orla, are you up here? What is this? What's going on here?
Father! Tears appear in Orla's eyes and she clings to Father. She suddenly flew into a rage. She even brought scissors to her own hair.
What? Your dress is in shambles too? Did she do this?
Yes. Evan?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Friend's texting me.
Ah, gotcha. Feel like we're in some Mission
You
Impossible
little...
movie.
Wait, so is she blaming?
Yeah, she's blaming us for it.
Okay.
Please, my lord, stay your hand. She did nothing of the sort. What, pray tell, is all this commotion about? The younger sister of the current king, the jewel of high society. Her beauty has not waned in the 20 years people have praised her, and all are robbed of speech when faced with her sharp gaze. But it's fear of the woman herself, not awe of her beauty, that robs my voice now.
Listen, this idiot went and lost her mind, injuring Orla. She even cut her own hair. Having her marry the royal family is all but impossible. Orla is far better suited to be Prince Conrad's wife.
Look at you. Crooked back, a gloomy expression. It's as if you're thrice your age. You're also terribly pale, with such a foul odor. How repulsive. It's as if the ground falls from beneath me and hell has grabbed me by the ankles. I collapse to the floor, unable to stand for a moment longer. My lady! In my youth, I was crushed by my stepmother. My heart was continually stabbed by the most indifferent of knives. Since then, I was far more fearful of her than the teasing done by my angel-faced sister, or the torturous discipline of my father. As Maya studies me, my stepmother looks down at me with scorn. If she were to marry into the royal family, she would die no better than a tool. It is for her safety that we keep her locked away. How compassionate of you, dear mother. Rising above one's station only brings suffering to those not prepared for it. Now, we mustn't keep His Royal Highness waiting. Let us quickly put in a declination.
You imbecile. Your eccentric behavior could have Evelina believe that the blood of the Lindsay family is impure. Do not shame me more than you already have.
Lord Linzel!
Quiet! Know your place, maid.
Father's hand claws around Maya's arm and he drags her out of the room. I hear the sound of a key against a lock. I won't be able to step out of here ever again. My hair lies in heaps on the ground and my heart has been stomped to pieces. An indescribable anger bubbles up within. The kindness my sister showed me was all an act. She belittles and hates me, just like everyone else here. And I knew that. Looking back, I just chose to ignore it because it hurt to think about. And then there's Father. He chose to trust Orla and refused to even ask for my side of the story. What did I do to deserve this? I was always so obedient, so why do I have to suffer? This door won't ever open. I'm gonna die like this. Good. That's how things should be. Aiming for what you can't reach only leads to pain. Cast away your dreams and you won't fall into despair. You should be so lucky to end it here. This is what you call luck. Just what gives you that idea. Because I know you better than anyone else. You lie. There's no way you could know me better than anyone. Not when I barely even know myself. I haven't done anything. I haven't tasted freedom or gained knowledge or even dressed myself up. My dreams, my hopes, my future, they were all stolen from me. I may be powerless, but if I stand willing to fight 100 battles, then maybe I can at least win one of them. You fool! You talk about being robbed of hope, but what you speak of is hope itself. You are undeserving of hope. Do you understand? You said it yourself, remember? Things never change because I always wait for others to change them for me. I haven't done anything, so how can you understand me? I'll decide how things end once I get there. I grab the scissors and bang the blades against the heel. Why? Why do things never change? No matter how many times I tell you. Even though I've already given up myself. Yes! The lock broke. At some point, the shadow disappeared. I can hear hints of a whisper towards the end, but the sound of the lock breaking means that it can never reach my ears. I have to hurry.
I am so very sorry. You came all this way and yet we have to refuse your gracious offer.
Okay. Think like soft boy. Soft boy energy.
Soft boy?
Yeah.
No, I should be the one apologizing. My older brother has a bit of a stubborn streak in him. Like that.
Yeah.
I
But-
apologize to you as well, Aunt Evelina.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. It was such a pleasure to meet you. Do feel free to come around again. We are cousins after all.
Oh, God.
And is Brett good?
Yeah, I like Brett.
As I previously mentioned, Orla is my pride and joy. She's far better suited to the royal court than her sister, especially as she has the blood of the goddess running through her veins.
I shall relay that message to my brother. Now then, I will be taking my leave. Huh?
You servants, grab her immediately! I'm regret you had to see that, Your Royal Highness. That girl is a servant. Yes, she is very sickly, so we've been looking after her.
Are you Lady Evan? It's me, Lucian Neshburn. When we were younger, we played together in the castle.
Noshburn is the name of the royal family, and I remember the name Lucian. He's the third son, I think. When my mother was still alive, I acted as the third prince's playmate for a short time. I remember how fun those days were. It was one of the memories I had forgotten in the face of my current suffering. His near golden blonde hair and flawless skin create such a picture of beauty. He has the blood of Goddess Norna in him too, just like my stepmother.
You disappeared so suddenly that I grew worried for your health. I heard your chronic illness had flared up.
I certainly don't have a chronic illness. My father goes pale behind his Royal Highness. It seems that on the outside I'm being treated as ill, but of course I am. That he's confining his own daughter would make for good optics.
I'm so happy to see you well, but what has happened to your hair? And your cheek looks swollen. Lord Linzel, what is the meaning of this?
Ooh, that's good.
No, you see, she is not who you think she is.
Oh, she's not. Are you insinuating that I would mistake the continence of my precious childhood friend?
Oh, shit.
No, well, you see, she suffered from a grave mental illness. Conversation is far too difficult for her now, and as you can see, the state of her hair is something she did to herself.
She cut her own hair?
Isn't that right, Evan? What a handful you are. I deeply regret that you had to witness something so shameful. Now, would someone take this child back to her room?
That's wrong. My sister cut my hair. I haven't spoken to someone in a long time. It's hard to speak, but I am healthy. I am not sick. Please help me. I want to be free.
I want to be free.
Isn't I want to break free?
It is break.
Yeah, it's break free.
Want to break free, but that's not the words that they said in the game, so I had to change it. I want to be free.
Truly.
Evan, you wretch!
Father raises his fist. I know how painful it is when it lands, yet fear renders me incapable of moving away. Huh?
Is raising your hand against a defenseless woman so common an outcome in situations like these?
Your Royal Highness, my hand is wounded.
He brushes away Father's hand with clear disgust, as if letting go of something tainted.
Lady Heaven, allow me to be honest with you. Though I may have come here on my brother Conrad's orders, I am unsure of which path I should take. I fear that this could lead to your suffering, that I would wind up being your guide to hell. But your eyes have remained unchanged since our childhood. Within them I see the noble strength necessary to forge your own path.
Prince
Oh.
Lucian.
Music's fucking popping off right now. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, this game has amazing music.
Allow my brothers and I to lend you our power and give you your freedom. Voice for him good, by the way?
I like it, yeah. I take his hand, just as the princesses of fairy tales take the hands of their princes. I remain worried, of course. He speaks of my potential suffering for a reason, I presume. This is no mere threat. But there's so much left for me to discover in the outside world. There are dreams, hopes, the freedom to choose my own future. And if I can just take this first step outside, I can live a normal life. No more being locked up by those who would torment me. I've no proof, but my belief is ironclad in its innocence. From the bottom of my heart, I believe I can become the princess of my own fairy tale and find true happiness.
True happiness.
What a foolish decision. Leaving here changes nothing. You will remain unhappy and bound, eternally and unseemly, detestable existence. Freedom and joy are foreign to your life. Punishment is all that awaits one born as a witch.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. I'm peeking my mic.
I'm a witch.
I'm a witch. A cruel fate's single ray of light. Right.
The square seems especially crowded today. I wonder if there's some event going on. I hope you aren't finding it too difficult to walk through the crowds, Lady Evan. Lady Evan?
No, I'm fine.
Is something on your mind?
On my mind? If I'm being honest, then the answer is everything. We walk along a pristine pavement road. The shops on either side of me are selling fresh fruits, beautiful flowers, and gorgeous decorations. Everywhere I look, people are smiling. This country truly prospers in its affluence. The building in the distance is the royal castle. I don't remember much about it despite visiting before. How do we reach a place so high up? I can count on one hand how many times I've left home since birth, and for the past 8 years my world went as far as my room. I didn't even know the sky went up that high. I must look so ignorant to these people. My only option is to have this knowledge given to me by others, but I don't have the courage to expose myself as a fool.
I do.
No shit, bro.
What do you mean, no shit? You answered that way too quickly.
I don't know anything about what happened on the outside for the last 8 years. I never even studied the basics. My speech is stunted, and I couldn't do anything when tormented by the maids. You know, some pretty big fucking words for being stunted.
Yeah.
I'll doubtless be ridiculed if people find out about this. The hell I experienced will transfer over to that castle. I have to keep a low profile.
We still have another 2 hours before we reach the castle. I like to take our time, but let us pick up the pace.
Is there something wrong?
Oh, I do apologize for not giving a proper explanation. I was hoping to procure a new dress for you.
A dress? The dress I'm wearing today was provided by Orla for my visit to the castle. It's a simple beige dress with little in the way of ornamentation. I have no idea what makes a dress good, but Orla gave me this dress. It's probably awful, enough that even His Royal Highness is disappointed. But I don't
Wow,
have a
your
single
speech
coin
really
to
is
my name.
stunted.
Tid. I could never buy a dress. Your Royal Highness, I don't want a new dress. I'm fine like this.
Oh, you don't want a new dress. You need a new dress.
Exactly.
I apologize, Lady Evan. I didn't mean to step on your feelings. But would you allow me to gift you a single dress? Please, a beautiful, expensive dress will protect you as armor, I'm sure of it.
A dress can be my armor? Though I'm not entirely sure what he means by that. I'm not about to turn down a member of the royal family when he's being so adamant about it. Okay.
Got no backbone.
Then
Said you didn't want a
please.
dress, didn't even stick by it.
I know, right? I'd love a dress.
Thank you.
He immediately breaks out into a smile. I see not happiness there, but relief as well.
Your dress is the color beige, as in shit.
Shut the fuck up.
This sound. Aha! So that's why there's so many people here.
What's going on?
This sound heralds the start of a witch trial.
Witch? You are a witch. Your pathetic, dirty, detestable nature. The way you've been trapped in this single room. Your lack of a mother. The scorn you've earned from even your own father. It is all due to you being a witch. Everyone instinctively understands what a repulsive being you are, and so they will never love you. Are witches even real? We aren't in some fairy tale. Sir? His face grows pale. I even catch the faint shiver in his shoulders. None of his usual composure is present.
Oh, I apologize. It's just.
The way he's acting. Are you scared of witches?
I regret you've seen me in such a deplorable state. My brothers often frightened me with tales of witches when I was younger, telling me they would come to capture me as a warning.
I'm genuinely surprised. After saving me from my father and stepmother, he shone so brightly. He looked fearless. The absolute
Wow, an evil
picture of
stepmother.
royalty.
How cliche.
I know, right? He must sense what I'm thinking as he looks at me with a bitter smile.
I only came out as so strong against your father out of momentum. I was so angry I couldn't control my actions. In reality, I'm much more. No. Pay it no mind. I'm sorry, I've only made you anxious by talking about these things.
You've inherited the blood of the goddess, right? I don't think you need to fear witches, sir.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I need to fear bitches. Thank you. Bitches do indeed exist.
Shut the fuck up.
They deceive people, leading them down the path of
Depravity.
evil. They're those entirely deserving of our hatred. Even just the other day, a murder occurred due to a bitch's machinations.
Okay, stop it.
I'm sorry, but it fits so well.
I know, but shut up.
But you've nothing to worry about. Our country's inquisitors will surely catch and punish them. Oh, look over there. Oh
My
god, is this the
boy!
guy?
My boy! My son!
Okay. That young man is
Think
said
like
to be the most...
Takaru voice. Like deep
Wait, what?
baka. Like deep voice for him.
Takaru wasn't a deep voice.
Well, he's supposed...
You mean Shu?
Yeah, like Shu, but Takaru's supposed to also have a deep voice. We just didn't do a deep voice for him.
Okay, so...
Like,
we'll figure it out.
done with everything, done with life. Okay, continue. Anyway, sorry.
That young man is said to be the most promising inquisitor we have. Every witch-related incident we've faced has been summarily the fuck solved since he
Summarily.
took up his post. Summarily. Damn.
I see 5 or 6 inquisitors in the general area, but I know immediately which individual he's referring to. His slender physique and almond eyes don't intrinsically give off a feeling of power. That's a big word, baby girl.
Intrinsically?
Intrinsically.
I was locked away for 8 years, but I know the word
me.
intrinsically.
Disestablishmentarianism, actually. I just hear that like...
Excuse me, disestablishmentarianism.
Exactly.
That's good.
He's no ordinary individual, that's for sure.
Help me. I'm no witch, I swear.
The trial seems to be for him this time.
Wait, he's a man, but he's being called a witch?
Yes. Witches have been known to assume the form of men. It's said that assuming gender in a witch affair will only invite mistakes during the initial investigation.
If gender means nothing, why do so many stories feature a woman as a witch? It makes my stomach turn.
Let go of me, damn it.
The suspect manages to get free of the Inquisitor. He kicks a number of other Inquisitors around him, and the spectators around him begin to scream.
Get behind me, Lady Evan.
The man's bloodshot eyes stare straight at us. Having decided us as his next target, he runs. A strong wind swirls around us, and a long cord undulates the air and undulates in the air before coming down sharply on the man's back.
Yeah.
His shirt tears open and he bleeds as if cut by a blade. The wound is so raw I nearly find myself sympathizing with the man. So this is what an Inquisitor is capable of. The trial hasn't even begun, but he shows no mercy.
I'm sorry you had to experience something so frightening. Let's be off, Lady Evan.
We make our way out of the crowd and towards a boutique. I'm surrounded by so many beautiful dresses I feel I might faint, but I manage to keep it together and pick one of them to wear. One of His Royal Highness's female attendants helps me get dressed, and then we finally head for the castle.
Are you all right, Lady Evan? I didn't realize you would be so terrible with heights. But unfortunately, our only method of travel to the castle is via an aeroship.
I had all but forgotten the common method of transport in this country involved flight via smaller vessels. I feel as though my stomach is being pushed through my mouth. My head is swimming. I felt this awful sensation over 10 years ago, too.
You've the telltale signs of air sickness. I hear the symptoms are worse unless you travel on airships.
I see. I'd hope to carry myself more properly, but all I've done is embarrass myself. Still, maybe I don't have to pretend in front of him. He never laughed at me once, not when my sister and stepmother berated me, not when I displayed my ignorance and wishes, and not when he saw me and my poor excuse for a dress. Father took me to the castle. Oh, okay. You're good. I'm just gonna keep monologuing. Father took me to the castle a number of times when I was young. It was then that I first met Prince Lucian. But I can't remember anything. It's a shame. I'm sure someone as kind as him treated me with care. It's odd. Whenever I try to remember the past, my chest constricts painfully. Let's leave those memories for another time. What's more pressing now is that I thank him. Prince Lucian.
Yes.
Oh, okay, you're back.
What do you need?
Thank you.
Okay.
Stuck up hoe.
Would this girl be my bride?
But like handsome stuck up hoe.
Would this girl be my bride?
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. You'll get a feel for what you should do when you see him.
Okay. Why are you here? I was certain you would be awaiting us in your room. Oh shit. Oh fuck. He took so long that he came all the way to see you out of worry. Wait, is that him?
No. No.
Oh,
This is
that's a servant?
No, this is the middle prince, not the one we're marrying. The middle brother, though, who is an ally of the one we're marrying.
Okay, but he's the stuck-up one, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You took so long that he came all the way to see you out of worry. Now, say your greetings.
Prince Lucian is the third-born child of the king. There are very few people who could take such an arrogant attitude towards him. He's dressed in dazzling clothes as if headed out to a ball. His plump body gives off a sense of opulence and is more commanding than his age may otherwise lead you to believe. I can probably assume he's Prince Parker, the king's second son, based on his attitude. Which means... Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil, so I'm actually gonna DM it to you. Okay. I just sent it to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. One moment. My phone said things.
Okay, you're good.
Let's see. I am Conrad Newshburn. May we have a happy life together, my bride.
I take
Like
in
that?
his... Yeah, that's good. I take in his slim figure and sparkling eyes. His confidence speaks to the man that is so sure he'll be our new king. Prince Conrad, the firstborn prince, as one with the blood of the goddess on his father's side, and the prestige of the Salinger family on his mother's. He has the most noble blood of his brothers. I'm going to be marrying this man. The near delirious excitement I wonder I've been feeling is dampened by a cold dose of reality.
Is this guy a love interest, by the way?
You'll see.
Oh, okay, and you never get the answers, I suppose.
This will never work. You couldn't get more mismatched than us.
Hey, Conrad has introduced himself to you. I think it's about time that you said something in return.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't mind in the slightest. I've heard the details from Lucian.
Uh,
The Linzel Maquisite has treated you awfully. To my understanding, you were locked away in your room, robbed of the chance to even obtain a proper education and learn how to read.
I can read.
Wow, she can barely even speak. You're really gonna marry her?
Parker, please cease your derision. She is still the daughter of our aunt.
Sure, but it's not like she's related by blood. Aunt Evelina's only daughter is Lady Ola.
But we mustn't forget that she is also the daughter of Lord Linzel.
You speak out of turn to your elder brother, Lucian. Parker simply worries for me. He's my adorable, affectionate little brother. And then there's you. You've obviously not... You've obviously not undergone enough discipline. What a poor showing despite being so close to adulthood. That side of him can just as easily be called one of his strong points. You've always been kind to those weaker than you, Lucian.
Prince Conrad's cold glare bears a striking resemblance to her. When I see the way his younger brother shirks back in fear, I immediately know he is no ordinary man.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Back to the topic at hand. Your name was Evan, yes. The Queen is tasked with supporting her king. It's not something that can be accomplished without the proper education. As you are now, it would be nearly impossible. But the Linzel's family, despite their relative obscurity, has continued to produce incredible personnel. As you, to carry their blood, I'm sure you would easily meet my expectations.
Prince Conrad.
Yeah. A family. Though I admit most of that just now was for show. Honestly, I'm completely enamored by your beauty. Your hair is a beautiful dark shade, and that refined dress suits you wonderfully. Everything about you is to my liking. Will you believe me in the love that has taken root in my heart and join me?
This hair isn't even my own. It's a wig. This dress, too, was something Prince Lucian provided for me.
And that does not bother me in the slightest. What I see is what lies inside of you.
Bitch, the fuck do you know what's inside me?
Fucking, you have power that will allow me to take over the world, or something.
Surely.
I will one day become king. As a result, I'll often be strict. I only want you to remember that I do what I do for our country. That is not a good sign. That is a red flag.
I know, right? Bro, like, somehow manages to give off the most green and red flags in existence. It's kind of funny. Because, like, part of you're hopeful, you know? You're hoping for a baby girl.
Yeah.
I see. His rigid demeanor comes from his resolve to take up the crown. His refusal to be soft on his own brother comes from a similar source. And he, of all people, has seen promise in me. The man who will one day rule over the whole country sees strength in me.
Let's keep your lack of formal education until now secret. Within these walls, that truth will only be disadvantageous for you. What the fuck?
Disadvantageous.
Yeah, disadvantageous for you. In exchange, I want to see quick and steady progress. Become the kind of woman that can confidently declare that she will be the next queen.
I'll do my best. I'll work hard and do everything I can to meet your expectations of me.
I can't wait to see the results.
I spend day after day since my studies are picking up from when I was only 7. My tutor is adamant that I need to put in an unprecedented amount of work. Still, I enjoy my studies. There's a joy in discovering new knowledge. I love feeling as though my hollow world is slowly getting full. Everyone is talking about you, Lady Evan. What? They say you must be the happiest woman in the whole country, especially as Prince Conrad himself has fallen for you at first sight. Oh, that's what she meant. I was expecting something much less savory. Prince Conrad is a wonderful man. Despite his youth, he was entrusted with an important project and has so far led it successfully. The king must be at ease knowing he has a son like Prince Conrad. Is Prince Conrad's...
Prince Conrad is going to claim that protagonist is a witch.
Oh, that's your bet?
That's my bet.
Okay.
And like for political power, like just like because probably doesn't really care, and then it's like, well, like she's a witch, and like by claiming she's a witch, like it'll allow me to like make more fears about other people being witches, like spread propaganda, which would lead him to gaining more power.
Okay. Is Prince Conrad's accession to the throne set in stone? I've heard there's still a struggle for the crown. It may as well be decided. Prince Parker declared quite early on that he would support his older brother. All that remains is that futile prince. Futile? Oh, you've not been here for long. I suppose you wouldn't know. The futile prince refers to Prince Lucian. He's as beautiful as they come, but everything else is a lost cause. Which reminds me, did you hear of the sword fighting exhibition the princess held before the king the other day? It was a friendly affair, with even the younger princes with no claim to the throne participating. Despite that, Prince Lucian was apparently quite nervous. He lost even to a younger brother of only 10, and it was apparently a terribly ungainly loss at that. The other attendees reportedly burst into laughter. Time to study.
Okay, I completely unrelated to the stream, but I like that in your Chrome window, I can see a tab titled, and I quote, Tyler Joseph.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's just like wiki and stuff for writing.
Got it.
Completely unrelated. I'm going to study, so please leave. Yes, my lady. Those who speak ill of others are everywhere. I knew that, but to think Prince Lucian is even treated that way. What's so bad about losing to a younger sibling? It's far better than injuring him, that's for sure.
Hello, Evan.
Prince Conrad.
Your tutor came to me with high praise. He said that you have incredible retention and that you're progressing far quicker than he imagined.
Thank you, sir. This too is thanks to your efforts.
I need to prepare a reward for you. What?
Is something the matter, sir?
Oh, I do apologize. You heard about the Gateway Tunnel project, yes? It's proving to be quite the difficult undertaking.
The Gateway Tunnel. Our country is surrounded by steep mountain ranges. To get even to a neighboring country requires traversing those mountains. Airships were created to overcome this problem, but they aren't suitable for carrying large quantities of cargo. From this problem came a new solution, a tunnel through the mountains. The Gateway Tunnel project will greatly affect this country's future. To be placed in charge of this project as a prince speaks to how incredible he is.
In truth, the tunnel is not the only project on my plate now.
It's not? What have you been tasked with?
The creation of a new aeroship. We've heard tell of the Empire devoting resources into building their own, and we can't afford to lag behind.
As always, love for country drives him. How wonderful. But this is too cruel. Do they really expect you to handle this all by yourself?
Honestly, I agree with you. It's too much for one person, so I intend to ask my brothers for help. Well, I expect Lucian's involvement will be in name only.
What?
Please don't think badly of me. He's shy and a bit slow on the uptake. I imagine he takes after his commoner mother. You didn't know? He's a child conceived of my father's philandering. It's no wonder he doesn't measure up. But even if our mothers may be different, he is still my adorable younger brother. I want to put an achievement to his name. My throat is so terribly dry.
Allow me to prepare you some tea that can help with your exhaustion. Please take this time to rest.
Thank you, Evan.
He looks as tired as he sounds. Day in and day out, he works only for the people, all while I sit facing my desk. Life in the castle is peaceful. There's no one here to hurt me, and Prince Conrad treats me especially kindly. I truly am the happiest person in the nation.
Can I, as an aside,
Okay.
I think a car went by, but like I heard it, and the way that it sounded, I thought was the music, and it was like, wow,
Oh.
and I thought it was like sudden fucking foreboding.
Okay.
No, like it was a car, like outside.
Oh.
Physically.
Oh.
And
That's
I thought it was the
creepy.
game.
Oh. Well, who knows?
I'm pretty sure it was a car outside.
It was. I don't remember any. I didn't hear
Okay.
it, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me one moment. I want to refill my water.
Alright, sounds good. I'm gonna take a swig of lemonade while you do that.
A swiggle on the what?
Swig of lemonade.
Okay, I heard something completely different. Like, I'm gonna take a swiggle on the liggle.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why I was confused. Anyway.
This man that I'm streaming with is very, very weird. I don't know how these come.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, sounds good. But now all I can feel is impatience. I've no outstanding
I
talent.
don't understand!
No outstanding talent, nor do I have the influence of the crown. There's nothing I can do for the citizenry. I cannot avail myself of Prince Conrad's protection forever. I must find a way to be useful to him.
Don't worry, you will.
Is there anything I can do? Do not hesitate to say the word. I doubt there's much someone of my standing could accomplish, but I want to be able to help you in any way that I can.
Though your stammering made it difficult to understand you at first, your speech has improved. You even carry yourself like a noble young lady now. Such a stark change in just 3 months. I've come with unfortunate news, but I think you'll be able to handle hearing it now.
Unfortunate news?
My father has come to me insisting I marry Lady Valerie of the Abbey Marquise.
Valerie.
Valerie. I very much intend to marry you. That's why I've waited until I was sure you progressed in your studies enough that you could handle the Queen's duties. Unfortunately, the truth of your 10-year confinement has revealed via some channel. My father refuses to let someone so inadequate, as he put it, into the family. We kept that a secret exactly because we knew it would all turn out like this. Do you have any idea who may have leaked the information?
What about my father and stepmother?
I doubt it. The Lenzel family would certainly not want to invite such scrutiny. The only others who know of this are us 3 butters. They didn't even fucking mention Rolla. Paco has chosen to support me despite being in line for the throne himself. He'd never do anything that could threaten that chance. Which only leaves Lucian. Could he have revealed the truth of your upbringing?
I don't think Prince Lucian could do such a thing.
I see you have a favorable opinion of him. As a brother, I'm pleased, but that is unfortunately a mistake on your part. Lucian is weak, cowardly, man. No article.
Nope.
He would use such craven methods, I'm sure. All who work in this castle are aware of this.
But Prince Lucian treated me with such kindness. He may be delicate, but I would never call him cowardly.
Evan, who, pray tell, is your fiancé here?
Oh. I'm sorry, I truly don't mean to doubt you, but it's just...
I'd hoped not to discuss this, given how it will likely hurt to hear, but... Do you understand why I chose you for my fiancé despite us not having ever met?
I don't know. I've always wondered about that.
It's because Lucian suggested I do so. I'm going to be very frank in my word choice here, but... He came to his older brother with a suggestion that he marry a woman who was holed up for 10 years without any proper education. I gather you understand what that means. There's only one reasonable answer. He wanted to drag me down. But I took a liking to you. You're admirable with an incredible work ethic. I'm even thankful to Lucian now. I want to marry you. I refuse to lose to his cowardice.
But then, how?
All we need is to prove that you would make a more suitable wife than Lady Valerie.
What are your opinions of this?
My pants. Well, Lucian was just a little sweetheart, you know. He made my butterfly. He made some stomach butterflies.
Oh my lord.
And well, I mean, Mr. Conrad here. Fuck him.
Mr. Conrad is giving pins and needles.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, red flag earlier.
Yeah, makes sense, makes sense.
Like, he's talking ill of his brother, whereas, like,
Yeah.
Lucian didn't do that.
That's very true, that's very true.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Lucian didn't, like, mention, like, anything.
Yeah.
Like, or, like, talk bad of anyone, whereas
Yeah.
he's doing that now.
Yeah.
I guess some of the thing that Orla was doing where she was, like, kind of, like, talking bad about you in front of your face, but, like,
Yeah.
in a pitying way.
Okay, makes sense, makes sense.
By the way, voice for Conrad good?
I like it, yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not the best when it comes to plans like these. I can't come up with a specific plan of action. Someone call Parker here at once. I'm sure he could give us a plan.
Yeah, put the man who can't make a plan in charge of the...
A way to win against Lady Valerie, is it? Quite the problem you found yourselves in.
Prince Parker. I honestly doubt he could come up with a good idea. He doesn't exactly think highly of me either.
Lady Valerie is praised for her beauty in many social circles. There are no stand-up problems with her family either. It's no wonder father insisted you marry her. Parker. I know. If we can't compete in looks or lineage, then talent remains our only option. A good idea. But we've no stage to set to display those abilities on. It's not as though we could have them take a test as if they were students. Right you are. Which is why you should put her in charge of one of the projects you're currently dealing with. Father has left a portion of the kingdom's financial affairs to you. If she can handle those with grace, not only will she have demonstrated her prowess, but also take the lead in practical experience.
You want me to handle national finances?
A genius idea. I knew I could count on you, Parker. Oh, you always have incredible ideas in situations like these.
Wait a moment, this is a reckless idea. I'm still in the middle of my studies, and even if I finished, I'm only 17. I'm still too young for such an important responsibility.
Don't say that, Evan. This is you we're talking about. I know you can handle it.
No, I can't. What plan is this, Prince Parker? I'm well aware you have not acknowledged my place here. So why do you suggest something so reckless?
I admit I berated you when we first met, but I've heard from all manner of people about how hard you've worked. And more than all that, my brother here believes in you from the bottom of his heart. How could I not give you the same courtesy?
My first impression of Prince Parker were so abysmal that I could never handle being around him. But maybe he isn't so bad after all. He only spoke as he did out of desire to see his older brother happy. It's only natural that he didn't think fondly of me at first. If anything, Prince Lucian is the odd one for so easily accepting someone as outwardly shabby as I was. And... oh, shit.
And Lucian previously failed at this endeavor. If you can manage to do this better than even the third-born prince, you'd be able to provide Conrad with incredible support.
Me? I can support Prince Conrad?
Ooh. Oh, one moment.
You're all good. Ooh. Things are getting spicy. Well,
It would
dangerous
also
spicy.
be an incredible chance to get back at Lucian for revealing the truth of your upbringing. Oh, Lucian really was the culprit. He's always been like this. He looks so trustworthy on the surface, but underneath that, his hands are dirtier than anyone's. Will you do this for me, Evan? I'll check everything over once you finish, so don't worry. I won't let you fail. He's gonna let us fail.
Prince Conrad, but can I really handle the taxes of the people? Surely there's another way. I'll do anything except this.
I'm sorry, but this is our only choice. If you're truly uncomfortable with it, I can't force you. Then why not let Lady Valerie handle it? Though different from our intended goal, this is something you can use to support your rise to the throne.
Oh, sure.
You work far too much, Conrad. How are you supposed to handle finances when the Gateway Tunnel project is at its busiest? If Lady Valerie garners acceptance as a potential wife, your presence here won't be necessary. You'll be returned to the Linzel estate. The annulment of an engagement to the royal family will be a fatal hit to the Linzel family. You'll likely suffer far more than you had previously.
No, here I have clothes and food and the chance to study. I'm finally able to feel like an actual person. Okay, tell me what I need to do.
Well, we first need to obtain Father's permission. He'd have a more favorable impression of you if you requested this responsibility yourself, so let's work on that assumption. Evan. Thank you, Evan. I'll treasure this courage of yours for the rest of my life.
This is the first time he's ever embraced me. His arms hold me with such strength as I relish in the first warmth of human contact I've experienced in some time.
Huggy, huggy, wuggy, wuggy.
Woo! I'm terrified, but but Prince Conrad is happy. That's all I need to know I've done the right thing. And besides, didn't I want to prove myself useful? I can finally do something for this nation, for him. I must do all in my power to make this a success. Pardon the intrusion, my lady.
Workaholic maid.
Yes, I brought coffee. Do you excuse me? So, how was she? Glued to her desk tonight as well. She was concentrating so thoroughly she didn't even hear me. Is her work so strenuous? 2 weeks have passed since she took up the first prince's duties. I haven't even seen her rest even once. She instructed us to do nothing more than bring her coffee, but I'm afraid she's going to damage her health.
Lady Evan, it's Lucian. I do apologize for coming so late tonight, but do you have the time to talk?
Shatter!
Lady Evan, is everything all right?
Prince Lucian, it's nothing. I simply dropped my cup.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Thank goodness. It's dangerous to leave this as is, so I'll clean up the pieces.
I can't make your Royal Highness do such a thing. I'll call for someone else to take care of it.
No, I'd rather not have anyone know that I'm here. If you're to call a maid, can you wait until I'm gone?
He snuck around to come see me. Just what could he want? I haven't spoken to Prince Lucian in 4 months. There's been no real opportunity to do so since I arrived at the castle. I'm deeply indebted to bringing him here, but I've heard a discouraging amount of vile criticism about him in these last 4 months. Though beautiful and the subject of much of the king's affections, he fails every duty assigned to him. He's too timid to see things through and always looks glum. His backers have also slowly pulled their support. People say that in his panic he plans a number of schemes behind the scenes to fell his brothers, all while acting with respect on the surface. I've heard setting me up with Prince Conrad was one such plan. A wife that is all standing, fuck me, and no substance could affect his chances at ascending to the throne. Nothing good will come out of accepting these rumors at face value, but...
I'm sorry to call on you at such a late hour, but there's something I must absolutely confirm with you. Is it true that you are currently handling a portion of the kingdom's finances?
Yes.
This is reckless. The taxes of our people must be handled with great care. Only experts with the proper education are allowed to be involved in the undertaking. I beg of you, Lady Evan, I'm not sure what Lady Conrad has told you, but relinquish this duty at once. It's not too late.
I've spent 3 sleepless weeks learning about public finance and working on this project. I am far from perfect, but I am fulfilling my duty with Prince Conrad's aid.
But I heard from Father that you are doing this alone. I'm aware that our administrative officials are checking things over as is standard, but I've heard that these duties are done with the onus entirely on you.
Right, I forgot that was the official explanation. No one must know that Prince Conrad is helping me.
Please return to your senses, Lady Evan. This task is far too great for someone not yet of the royal family. There's only one reason Father would ever approve of you handling the finances, and it's to force you to rescind the marriage yourself.
I know that already. But this is all your fault. If you hadn't revealed the truth of my upbringing...
What? I never...
It was you that suggested to Prince Conrad he marry me, right? All to drag him underfoot. I see. So you don't deny it. I wanted to trust you, and yet...
No, that's not it at all. I never even considered the idea of dragging Conrad down.
Then why did you put me up as candidate for his wife? Nothing good could ever come out of marrying someone as incompetent as me.
But you're not. I... Is he crying?
Yes. His Highness breaks
Sorry.
down into tears. He looks no different from a child.
I'm sorry. I just...
I'm taken completely aback. I stand there frozen for some time, but that surprise slowly turns into a broiling anger. I must work myself to the bone if I'm ever to measure up to the most meager of standards. But I don't cry easily like he does. Maybe Prince Conrad was right after all.
Uh-oh.
Are you finished? I've still work left to do. So could you please leave?
Of course.
Prince Lucian lowers himself into a deep bow and quietly leaves the room. I don't want someone like that poking their nose into my business. I've worked hard to come this far, without complaining even once. I'll see this project through to a successful end, and make sure I don't give anyone a reason to complain again. The seasons change once and then again. My desperate struggle means that my duties continue without any noticeable bumps in the road.
How long is the prologue, by the way?
We're probably like halfway through this chapter, and there's one more chapter after it.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm
Probably
thinking we
yeah.
finish this chapter, or at least get to a stopping point and then pause for the night.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Do we want to just end here?
No, no,
Okay.
no. We'll
Just finish
continue
this
a little bit
chapter?
more.
Okay.
Well, I mean, how long? How many more minutes do you think this chapter is?
Might be like a half hour more. I'm not 100% sure. I just know this is a very long chapter.
Let's play until at least one,
Okay, we'll play it. Okay, so like 20 more minutes. Okay.
and go from there. Then I think by then you'll know like a better idea
Yeah, makes
of
sense,
how
makes sense.
far we are.
Yeah. Prince
Okay,
Conrad
let's
is
go.
surprised at my progress and happy with my results. The king, too, has acknowledged my efforts. The days are far from easy, but they are the happiest of my life. But when the time to prepare for the wedding comes, I spot a tiny rip in the seams.
What's wrong?
The amount listed here for last year is off. Right here. The calculations aren't coming together even when I compare things with the documents the administrative office provided.
Official. I do believe Lucian is in charge of finances for that area. This must be one of his mistakes.
So, Prince Lucian miscalculated?
But why do you have last year's ledger? I don't recall giving it to you.
I asked the official for it, hoping to learn more about the kingdom's overall financial state. If I can understand what happened in past years, I may be able to do more than simply chase numbers around.
Evan, you truly are an incredible woman. I respect your drive.
The truly incredible one is is your royal... Fuck me. The
Is your
truly
Royal
incredible one
Highness.
here is your Royal Highness. The Gateway Tunnel will see us connected with our neighbors. The people of this country admire you so highly for undertaking such a large project.
Thank you, but unfortunately that leaves me so busy I can't always help you the way I want to. If you're looking at even past ledgers, then I doubt you've been sleeping properly.
No, I've slept. I've only borrowed documents for last year. I would honestly like to look at the records of the past 10 years, but I don't have clearance at my current position to do so.
I see. As your fiance, I don't want to push you. But I also wouldn't want you to go. But I also wouldn't want to go against your wishes. I have copies of those ledgers, so I'll bring them to you later.
Really? Thank you.
You seem happier to receive ledgers than even jewels or dresses. You truly are a strange one. But don't forget about our wedding preparations. I hope to see you beautifully dressed up. Which reminds me, we received a dress catalog. Hey, could someone bring that from my room?
Oh, I'm sorry, but the maid assigned to my room retired. So there are times when I'm the only one here.
Ed? We can't leave the next queen of this country alone. I'll arrange for someone to be assigned here.
Thank you, sir.
Nighttime.
Boop, boop, boop. The ledgers Prince Conrad gave me don't seem to have any mistakes. Come in. Okay, my boss just called me into work on my day off.
Is this an important character?
Yeah.
Please excuse me for calling on you so late into the evening.
A tall man of large build appears at the door. He treats me to a curiously sharp gaze. I only pick up on him being an administrative official by his uniform. If anything, he looks like the kind of man suited for armor.
Let's see. Called into work at the last minute.
Yeah, like really just does not want to be here. Would rather be
Lady
anywhere.
Linzel, I've brought the copies of the kingdom's last decade of ledgers that you requested.
What? But I was told I was unable to borrow those.
Indeed, but His Royal Highness Prince Lucian has made it so all your requests wouldn't be met.
Prince Lucian has. Take them back.
Excuse me?
I don't need his charity.
Unfortunately, I cannot simply do that. Doing so would be tantamount to disobeying His Royal Highness's orders.
Those are the official's final words. He leaves the ledgers
Good
on
on
the
that
table
voice,
and
or like
silently
work on
leaves.
it?
No, I think that's really good, actually.
Okay.
I don't want Prince Lucian's help, but I suppose I can't blame the official for leaving these here either. I knew it. The numbers have been fiddled with. Prince Conrad should have exact copies of the ledgers held in the administrative offices. Yet there are differences everywhere. This is proof money is being used for bribery somewhere. He claimed this was a mistake on Prince Lucian's part, but a miscalculation of 10 billion gold is impossible. Someone is funneling this money somewhere. The scale warrants capital punishment, but is Prince Lucian truly the culprit? I doubt it. This is beyond his influence. And would such egregious numbers really go beyond Prince Conrad's notice? It's all so unnatural. A searing pain rips through my stomach. I close my eyes, waiting for the pain to abate. What should I do? Well, here I am. Even though I still don't have an answer, I hope I can at least talk with the younger official that gave me these records. But I have to be careful. Whoever the mastermind is, it's impossible to move this much money alone. There are likely officials involved, and if I start this discussion with the wrong person...
What are you doing all the way over here, Evan? One moment. This is the administrative office. Did you need something from here?
I came to return last year's ledgers. I don't need them anymore. Sir?
Yes.
I have to tell him. I can't handle something so grave alone. He hasn't noticed what's happened. As his retainer, I must report to him.
Are you hiding something from me, Evan? You're as white as a sheet. You let your emotions show on your face to a surprising degree. Come, let us talk.
Your Royal Highness. My lady. Maya? Oh my. Your anemia is flaring up, I see. It's because you insist on carrying something so heavy. You've always grown pale upon carrying items heavier than you can handle, my lady.
Who are you? You look to be a simple maid, and yet you seem to know her quite well.
Oh, I do apologize. I took care of her when she still lived at the Linzel house. My name is Maya Kirkland.
Why would a maid of the Linzel household be here?
I happened to hear that the castle was looking for maids. I was able to earn an official appointment as my lady's personal maid.
I did ask for a new maid to be assigned to her quarters, yes. Are you okay with this, Evan?
Yes.
We need someone like you that has an idea of her disposition. Do all you can to serve her well.
Understood, sir.
And I see you know what kind of behavior is expected toward royalty.
I believe I can leave her in your hands.
Ooh. Maya, are you here simply by coincidence? Or are you here on Mother's orders? Lady Evelina plays no role in this. I am here simply on the heartfelt desire to serve you once more. You needn't go this far to repay my mother. I am not her. We're two different people. I am hoping to atone. Lady Letitia placed you in my care, and yet I was unable to do anything to help you. I have next to no memories of Mother, but she must have been an incredible woman, especially to have people like Maya still so devoted, even after her death. I want to be someone like that, too. I want to be the kind of person that people need. That pathetic reason is what finally gives me courage. I found signs of fraud. What? I'm sure you know about Prince Conrad's involvement in the Gateway Tunnel project. It's gone on for 6 years now. Vast funds from the public coffers have been used for the project, but not without merit. It's created plenty of jobs for our citizens. If anything, it's helped stimulate our economy. But a portion of those actually working on the tunnel are slaves. Slaves? The country has made human trafficking illegal. These slaves are given only the minimum necessities. They aren't being paid appropriately. That money has disappeared somewhere, and these ledgers contain proof of that. Have you reported this matter to His Royal Highness? I shake my head. Do you know who the culprit is? No. You don't think Prince Conrad... He would never stoop that low.
He would.
He will
Without
be
a
our
fucking
next
doubt.
king. His strength and ability earns everyone's respect. Someone so wonderful couldn't possibly dirty his hands like this. Then why do you not report your findings to His Royal Highness? That's because... It's too early to say for sure. All I have to go on are the ledgers. If our culprit truly is of noble blood, then they could easily erase this much. If I go to public with this, it may paint Prince Conrad as irresponsible. I must deal with this with the utmost secrecy. Do you truly trust him? I have heard much about his wisdom. I doubt he wouldn't notice such illicit activities when they've gone on for so long. You should know this better than anyone, my lady. Even so, I want to believe him. He saw promise in me when I couldn't even speak, and provided me with superb education. He looked at me at my worst, shabby and starved, and declared I would be his wife. If he didn't believe in me, I would not be the person I am now. It's my turn to believe in him. Someone is deceiving him. This individual is shrewd and must be in the highest ranks of nobility. If you are so adamant about it, then I shall believe in him as well. So, what will you do now? I want to help him. I know very little, lacking in experience as I do. But there is one thing I can say with certainty. Warmth and comfort are not gifts from the goddess, nor are they subject to the whims of fate and miracles. They are given by others. It is an important lesson that I've learned both from Prince Conrad and from you, Maya. Now I must be the one to give that warmth to someone else. What is going on? It's like something is burning deep inside me. The world looks so bright. The moment I find my resolve, something inside me changes. It's comfortable, like a breeze, like a gentle breeze. And it's bright, like the rays of the sun on my skin. Large tears flow down my cheeks, this smoldering glob that sat inside me. Ever since I noticed the problem with the ledgers, no, ever since I was first locked away in my room, dissolves in my heart. I only ever thought about myself. How do I feel? How do I feel human? How do I make sure that I'm not a laughing stock? I want the focus of my own life, but it's so strange. I finally feel like I'm living now that I'm working for someone else. Now that we made our decision, where do we start? I want to head to the site of the Gateway Tunnel project. If I can obtain proof that they're using slaves, it will be more difficult to explain the inconsistencies away. I had initially thought to leave this to the administration, but it would be weirder if they didn't notice anything already after this long. Someone on the inside is under the perpetrator's thumb. This is our best option if we want to bring everything to light. No, this is our only option. There's a lot we must do. First, we need to find someone within the administration we can trust. After that, we need to consider how exactly we'll make for the construction site. It's too dangerous for you to go. Allow me to go in your stead. No, we're dealing with a crime of unprecedented scale. If you got found out, who knows what could happen? The same goes for you, my lady. And I imagine it would be difficult for you to make your way there with your limited knowledge of the outside world. That is very forthright of you. Do excuse me. I have much more experience in these matters. I ask that you leave the investigation of the slaves to me. If you think it's even slightly dangerous, run. I'm not so strong that I could sacrifice your life for this. Yes, my lady. I must reveal the truth of this, for Prince Conrad's sake. Oh, I need liquid. My voice. Oh,
Huh? Alright.
I need liquid.
How much longer is there in this?
I'd say, we've just now probably reached the halfway point.
Okay. I think, I don't know, that seemed like a pretty good...
Yeah, I also was about to
Please.
say I think this is a good place to stop. Okay,
Alright.
let's save this. Alrighty. Before we end off, let's do, like, thoughts and...
Special thoughts?
Yeah, like, what are your official thoughts? What do you think of the character so far?
Well, I want to know what the fuck that thing is.
I
The title.
can't say anything.
Yeah, I know. And thank you for not doing that. Anyway. I don't know. I'm curious where it will go. Yeah. But I don't know, I am aware that, like, the slowest part of all these games is usually the beginning.
Yeah. I'd say
Better or
that
worse?
the slowest sections for Otome games is, like you said, it's the slowest at the beginning, and then it's still kind of slow for the first, 1 to 3 chapters of a route, depending on how many chapters, each route has. And then, the last, 3 to 5 chapters tend to be where all the action happens.
That's why you like Otome so much. They're all fucking slow burns.
I'd say this is actually one of the least
The
slow
faster
burny.
pace.
Yeah,
But they're
because
still long.
it's still
That's what I mean.
long, but all of this, it's kind of... Think in terms of, we just... This stream so far, we're at about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Where we pick off for next episode, we're diving straight into the action.
Oh, okay.
Right now we have everything set up that we need to know for what's about to happen. And this game
okay.
does not like to take things slowly. We are
Okay.
we constantly are gonna be on our toes. Something that I suggest as we play through this game, for you at least, because I know everything, is...
Well, you're gonna ask me to, take notes or something?
No. Is try to pay as much attention to detail as you can.
So take note. No.
You don't necessarily need notes, but like just if something feels even like slightly off to you, like the voice, the shadowy figure in the attic, or
Well, I mean, yeah, that looked like the silhouette of the heroine.
but it's like those sorts of things. Like I want you to kind of like keep in mind like that sort of thing, because as we uncover the plot, you're gonna start to see things that happened in previous routes, and previous parts of the story, where just like, holy shit, this
I'm curious. Wait,
makes
hold on.
sense now.
Because you did mention this is like a time rewind game. Is that how they explain doing the different routes?
Yes.
It's just going back in time. I fucking like that.
So, okay.
So they're all canon, technically.
Yeah. So,
I like that.
So yes. So how this is one of the rare Ultimate games where you're actually aware of other timelines, and that plays into how each of the routes end.
Oh. Okay.
Well, because like, obviously a route has to end for you to then go into the next route.
Yeah.
So this game actually is set up a little bit differently. And I don't want to say too much because that can spoil it, but I think you're actually going to really love how it handles the different routes, good ends, bad ends, that sort of thing. It's very creative.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
I like hearing your little theories as we go through the game. It's very enjoyable because I get to go like in my head like, ooh, he noticed that, or
Yeah.
maybe not.
What an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'll be moments where I'm just like, oh, that could not be farther from the truth. But yeah. Anyway,
Well, thank you.
thank you so
I
much
don't
for
I was going to say that I think so far Lucian is my favorite character. Or, I
Lucian's
mean,
your
I don't
favorite?
know, just kind of a voice I haven't done like before.
That's very fair.
So like that.
Though to be fair, we also haven't met all of the characters just yet.
Well, that's why I said so far.
So far. I think you're gonna like the person whose route we're doing first.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us on the beginning of this
Thank you.
tremendous
Yeah.
undertaking.
Hopefully it won't go on indefinite hiatus.
Shish. And then I have to put it on private until we're ready to come back from the hiatus. We will see you next time.
Yeah.
Which will probably
Whenever
be
that is.
at another ungodly hour of the day.
Of course.
Bye!
Bye.